Hi, I'm Christy. Today I want to talk to you about Thanksgiving. Well, we've made it. Almost. Here it is, the week of Thanksgiving, and actually, as this video goes live, it's the day after Thanksgiving, at least here in the US. For most of us, it means a short week, and maybe even you've had the whole week off. Now, as we discussed in last week's post and video, you can find them on the website at www.havenofhopeforme.com. These originally posted in November of 2019. So, changes can cause issues with our loved ones with special needs. Their routine is off and they may not know what to do with those changes. Add to all of that the upheaval from the actual holiday and celebrations, and there's great potential for major issues to arise. So, how can we work to avoid such upheaval? As we've mentioned numerous times throughout this series, preparing is the key. Our loved ones need to know what to expect, especially if they're not likely to ask questions to get the information for themselves. One way to do this is through the use of social stories. Lisa Leitner at A Day in Our Shoes has a blog post that includes links to at least 5 different social stories, and there's a link to that over on the website. Now, another alternative is to show your loved one pictures of people who will be celebrating with you, as well as pictures of the type of food to expect. Sometimes issues can be avoided by changing up the expectations and traditions that we participate in. If dressing up causes problems, consider having everyone dress comfortably for the main meal. This can help everyone relax a bit and may make the meal more enjoyable. Amy Kelly offers this tip and a few others in her Thanksgiving blog post. Again, you can find a link for that over on the blog. I like her suggestions, although most of them have been mentioned before in the series. As you know, repetition isn't always a bad thing. While many of us think Thanksgiving has to look like the picture at the top of the blog post with a big turkey meal, if that kind of meal is too challenging for your loved one, consider something that would be easier for them to handle. I know one family who makes Italian food for holiday meals. Or another friend has a taco bar. While part of me would miss the traditional meal, to make life easier for everyone, it would be something that I would definitely consider if AJ needed it to succeed. Now, of course, there are other times when we feel like the second picture in the blog post. It's a bunch of pumpkins with little googly eyes on them, just looking all confused. And I saw the picture and I started laughing, so I had to include it in there. But there are definitely times when you feel like everything around you is complete chaos and you're supposed to be managing it. Sometimes all you can do is laugh, throw your arms up in the air, and go with the flow. Maybe that means scrapping the menu and starting over. Maybe it means changing up plans to stay home. Or maybe it means doubling down on the preparations and helping your loved one know what to expect so they have the best chance of success possible. Only you know what is likely to work best. Make the choice that is best for your family and for your loved one. Now, once the day dawns, it's time to set everyone up for success. As previous articles have mentioned, it could be beneficial to give your loved one a specific job to do, or maybe several jobs throughout the day, to help them know what to expect and when. It also gives them something to focus on that they can control. Or maybe you've decided that the best option for the holiday this year is to stay home with just your family so that you can keep things low key. Maybe you have a few close friends who are like family that join you and make the day a little more special without adding that extra stress for everyone. Now, as I've mentioned before, we tend to be pretty low key. We're staying home this year, and we might invite a friend or two over, or maybe not. We'll have a bigger meal mid-afternoon and mostly chill at home. This means AJ can enjoy a chill day at home, which he always enjoys, and I still get a somewhat traditional holiday meal. We're not surrounded by people, which my introvert husband appreciates. Pretty much a win for everyone. Some years, we travel to extended family. They live in opposite directions from each other, and we spend the holiday with them. This means more people at the meal, but still generally a fairly calm day with mostly family. There might be some activity or entertainment in the evening, or maybe not. Once again, we lean towards the boring side of things, but it gives all of us a chance to relax and enjoy some downtime, something we don't tend to get enough of. This works for us, and so we continue doing it. Regardless of what you do, who you do it with, and what you eat, the important thing to remember is the purpose of the day. To stop and consciously remember what you're grateful for. Now, I realize it's the day after Thanksgiving as you're seeing this. But you know what? It's not too late to stop and be grateful for what you've got. Rarely, if ever, does this include added stress, creating issues where meltdowns or behavior problems are likely, or forcing people to do things they don't want to do. Yes, sometimes we have to do things we prefer not to do. But if there's an overly strong reaction to something, I think it needs to be considered, regardless of if the person has special needs or not. In the end, I suspect we all have lots of things to be thankful for this year. Taking a day to stop and remember that is good for all of us. The way we celebrate that thankfulness will vary. The fact that we all stop to be thankful, that's what's truly important. So, my question for you this week is this: how do you prefer to celebrate the holidays? What are you thankful for this year? I'd love to hear about it. You can leave me a comment below, or you can leave me a comment over on the blog. Again, that's at www.havenofhopeforme.com. This originally posted in November of 2019. As always, I'd appreciate it if you share this with anybody you think would find it helpful. I'd love to help as many families as possible. Signups are available for my email list over on the website. Signing up lets you know about all newly released content as soon as it's available. Planning ahead and hoping for a successful day, or looking back and hoping that it was a successful day for you, so I can continue to say that life is good and there is never a dull moment.